back, ladies and gentlemen, damsels and dingbats, to another little chit chat video. I hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been put up. Wow, I shouldn't be making this video. I can't even talk this morning. I hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been putting up for you lately. I apologize that the last couple of them have had some editing issues. I was very sick when I made those videos, and I wasn't too alert to what was going on. So thank you for humoring me and putting up with those. Actually, I also apologize that it's been a while since I've recorded anything, since I've actually done anything new. Um, you wouldn't know it because of the way I did it, but for those of you who know me, what I like to do is I will sit and record videos for a couple months. I'll do 4 or 5 videos a day because I have no life whatsoever, and then I'll post those to schedule those. I'll upload them and I will schedule them to be released to the public at certain given times. And usually, what I do is I will work until I have 3 to 5 months in advance of recordings uploaded, and then I'll take a break. Usually, by the time I'm done with my break, it's getting on close to the time to, I'm running out of stock in the library, so to speak. Well, that's kind of what the situation is now. The holidays are over. It has been 2 months actually since I've recorded those gold mining videos that you guys have been watching. Haven't done anything since except survive the holidays and endure winter. I have got the worst case of raging cabin fever you can imagine right now. I simply don't ever get out of the house, and I'm really looking forward to spring so I can get out and get some fresh air, get some exercise, maybe catch some fish. Until then, however, I am enduring the normal routine of things for me when it's winter, aka constantly sick. Yes, I was sick 2 months ago. It actually cleared up a little bit, but then now that it's getting on time to start making videos, of course, I'm sick again. So I could very easily have pretended there was not a 2 month downtime gap there, but what does it matter? Also, my depression. I really struggle with my depression in the winter, the darker season. And it's been particularly rough this year. I don't know if it's just because I'm missing family or what the deal is, but I've lost all motivation to do anything. I mean, the last 2 weeks, I've done nothing but sit on my couch in my front room and watch Sons of Anarchy. Just because I have not been motivated to. I haven't even been motivated to sit on this computer and play a video game. It's that bad. I watch TV and I keep up on the housework. I cook, I clean. That's about it. I'm kind of burnt out from all the socializing during the holidays. So we haven't done any role playing of any kind, tabletop or online, for months. And honestly, I'm not really missing it at this point. We will get back to the table at some point, but right now I couldn't even begin to guess when. As I've said, I've done no YouTube videos. I really haven't done anything in the way of crafts. Well, that's a lie. I kind of have a little bit. Just before Thanksgiving, I started working on some plaster stuff, carving, and I'm sitting there looking at that unfinished project now. Um, for my birthday, my fiance took me to the game store, and I bought a board game, which ended up being a war game, kind of like Warhammer, where you have to spend a bunch of money to build your army, and then you're constantly upgrading them and changing them out. And So I kind of got bummed out that that's what that was. I didn't understand what the game was when I bought it, and then it turned out to be something that we couldn't play immediately because I had to put all the shit together, and I'm still in the process of trying to paint them. I'm about a quarter of the way done with that process, and I've stalled out. We need a bigger table to play it in the first place. But just the idea that if, we're going to have 2 or 3 people playing at a time, each of us has to go out and spend a couple $100, that's just, nah. So right now, they're just a painting hobby that, like I said, is kind of stalled out. Haven't really gone anywhere to do any new videos for the Doing the D. Ultimately, things just in general have stalled out, and they tend to do that during the winter when it's hard to get out and go do anything comfortably. We're not made out of money, so our ability to go do things that are worth putting on camera that might be interesting to you, that's limited to begin with. So I've just been pretty much, watching Tara, my fiance, work her ass off, and she's doing good. She's getting all kinds of overtime, and she's going back to school. Her job's paying for her to go back to school online, so she's taking business courses. So she's doing good. She's busy all the time, and we don't get to spend as much time together as we used to. But all in all, it's good. I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her. I, however, am sitting around. There's no excuse for being bored. There are plenty of things I could be doing. There's lots of housework I could do. There's all kinds of little projects I could start up. But like I said, I'm highly unmotivated right now, and it's not a matter of not having anything to do. It's a matter of I just don't fucking want to do the shit that I have. Yeah, I don't. Whatever. Those of you who suffer from depression kind of would probably know what I'm talking about. It's a fairly generic side effect of depression. I don't know why I'm depressed. I have no reason to be depressed. My life is fucking beautiful. My fiance loves me. We're getting married Valentine's Day of 2020. No, 2019. This whole New Year's thing's kind of fucking with my internal schedule, my clock. But anyway, yeah, we're getting married next year. Um, my family's doing well. I have had one family member who's been in and out of the hospital for heart problems, and that's kind of bummed me out and messed me up a little bit because I'm nowhere near home where I can, if something happened, I could just jump in and be there. It's very difficult for me to get home, and it's nearly impossible for me to get home in a rush. So that's kind of been on weighing pretty heavy on me, but my family's still alive. My friends are still doing okay. So, like I said, ultimately, I really have nothing to complain about, nothing to be boo hoo about. I think it's just a combination of it being winter and me being cooped up inside. And, I've had depression my whole life, and depression and anxiety issues. And it catches up with me. I can be perfectly fine for a few months, and all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, I freaking hate the world. And then a week or 2, 3 weeks passes, and then I'm back to normal. So I think I'm just in one of those ruts right now. I don't have any major projects going on, like I said, other than trying to finish watching Sons of Anarchy, which I started watching that several years ago, back before I met my fiance, about 5 years ago. And I didn't think I had finished the whole thing. But now that I'm rewatching it, I'm going on season 6 of the 7 seasons, and I recognize everything that's happened so far. So if there is anything that I didn't see, there's very little. Apparently, I stopped watching it towards the end, so I started watching it all again just because I assumed I hadn't seen it all, and well, It's not a bad story. It's not the best story. I mean, it's got nothing on Supernatural, in my opinion. Now, you Sons of Anarchy fans out there, don't go ballistic on me because that's just a matter of preference. I prefer a little less reality in my reality. I don't know. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. The point is, I am definitely a Supernatural fan. I have been since day one. I've watched every episode at least 2 or 3 times. So it's just I have a more of a history with it than I do Sons of Anarchy. Like I said, Sons of Anarchy is a good show, uh, but it's just I don't know. Maybe it is because I've watched it all before, and I'm watching it again, and I'm kind of it's never as good the second or third time through. It doesn't matter what it is. I can't say well. It doesn't matter what it is comparative to what I've seen. There are a lot of shows out there I haven't seen, and maybe I'm dead wrong. Hey, I'm human. It happens on occasion. But yeah, I'm pretty much just rambling here. I tried to sit down with these chit chat videos. Usually, what I like to do is I will make a list. As sad as that sounds, I'll sit down with a sheet of paper and I will look back on things that have happened since I've made the last chit chat video, and I'll make a list. And then, as I'm talking to you here, I'll talk freely. It's not like I'm scripting it. But when I start to get to the point where I'm at now, where I'm like, I don't know what to talk about now, I look at the paper and go, oh yeah, that thing, and then I'm off out the gate again. I didn't, I sat down to make a list today, but it didn't happen. I'm really unmotivated. Not only that, but honestly, not a lot has happened since the last time I talked with you guys. I mean, like I said, we've pretty much covered it all. I mean, the holiday season, depression, ickety ick, yakety yak, blah blah blah, wine wine QQ. Um, I am thinking about getting back into making some videos. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be active enough in the process to continue releasing videos every Tuesday, but or once a week, or whenever. But the two problems I have with the YouTube right now, well, three, honestly, if I'm going to be honest about it. The first problem is, like I said, motivation. I'm just not motivated to do the work. I love you guys to death, and I am super grateful for you. For those of you that actually watch my content or endure my content, I am handing you all imaginary awards of gratitude and super awesomeness because you guys have to be super awesome to put up with a lot of listening to my crap, I imagine. But so yeah, there's the motivation issue. Two, it's kind of disheartening when you spend days busting your ass working on stuff and you don't see it having any effect. Basically, I've had those of you who have subscribed to me, I have had for quite a while. I've not gotten any new subscribers in a very long time. The number of times my videos that I have posted have been watched, the number of views has taken a drastic dive. Um, yeah, and I'm not really, there was a point where I was making YouTube videos because I enjoyed doing it, so it didn't really matter. But eventually it got to the point where I was just like, what's the point? Nobody watches the crap. I'm just basically wasting my time. I could be doing something else. And honestly, I think that's when my depression and my stress were starting to kick in. I just, you know, I do appreciate you guys, honestly. And I understand that not everyone can sit around all day and watch YouTube videos. So, for those of you that do watch my content and comment on my content, you know who you are. and I am super, super grateful for you. Um, it's just life, I guess. Another thing that's been hard to get around is the fact that when it comes to games, those of you who know my channel know a lot of my games, a lot of my videos are uh, gameplay videos, and not having an income or a game budget or a decent computer drastically limits me to what I can make videos for. And I simply have not been able to find anything that really looks interesting to me. If I'm going to play a game and share it with you guys, I want it to be something I can enjoy playing as well. I'm not just going to go. Anybody can go to online sites like itch.io or whatever, and go on Steam or whatever, and just download a random game and play it. But why? If it's not something you're enjoying doing, why do it? That's kind of my motto for life, honestly. But gaming is not like the real world. The real world, you have a job you don't like, you work the job because you have bills to pay, and you have to feed yourself and your family, and you have obligations. So games, that's unless your job is games, designing games or whatever. But most people, most YouTubers, that is not the case. You sit down and play a game. If it's not something you enjoy doing, which is the whole point of gaming to begin with, why are you doing it? If you're just doing it for the views, if you're just doing it for the subs, then it's a job. You're going to get miserable real fast. And I know that sounds a little uh, hypocritical, maybe. I don't know. Because I was just talking about how I wasn't getting any new subs or any views. The difference is I only record games and show games that I enjoy or I want to play. If it's something that I play and it's just like, oh, this is dumb, I'm not gonna do a video series on it. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your time. But if it's something I play and I'm like, holy crap, I really like this game. I think I could be addicted to it for a while. I'll record it. I'll edit it and post it up here for you guys to watch. Hopefully, maybe enjoy. Originally it wasn't about the subs or the views for me. It just got to the point where my depression kicked in. Yeah, those of you with depression, no. Those of you without it probably do too. Depression, the first thing that you encounter is what's the point? You start criticizing things in your life. And I think honestly that's just where I was just the depression making me, woe is me, pity party, nobody loves me, why am I doing this? uh, Ultimately, though, this rant, it has been just it's one thing after another. If it's not my depression, my back is killing me, and I'm not in the mood to sit and do anything. If it's not my back or my depression, I'm sick, and everyone on the planet knows how when you're sick, you're not motivated to do crap. I mean, you do it if you have to, but there's no joy in the game. And for me, it seems like it's just one thing after another, and it really just kind of sucker punched me and took all the energy out. And so I haven't done any recording in a while. Like I said, though, I'm still not very motivated. Maybe if I found a good game or two, I could get into. I might be motivated again, but just recovering from the holidays and trying to get the house back in order and get my doctor's appointments going again and all of that. I'm still kind of looking at the computer with that do I have to feeling. But those of you who do YouTube know you have a responsibility to your family. You subscribers who actually take the time to watch, that's what you are, your family. So if I don't stay in touch with my family, what kind of a person am I? So I'm going to try to get back to work on making some videos. Like I said again, and it may not be a one a week for a while, maybe one every 2, 3 weeks, just sporadically as I have the energy to make them. Again, if I can find something worth playing, that'll pick up. But until then, I'm just, day to day meandering about. My life is pretty much what this video has been, me aimlessly wandering and muttering and mumbling and basically talking to myself. So things will brighten up. Spring will come back. The air will warm, and we will get off the ground again. So until then, thank you guys all for your patience and your understanding. Um, if you don't see, if you come up with something you would like to see me do on this channel, whether it be a certain game that you would like played, or if hey, I watched this movie and it's pretty awesome. What do you think about it? Just whatever. I'm open to changing things up. I'm open to broadening the experience on the channel. Hell, if you just want me to go back and replay something that I touched on in the past and really didn't go into as much depth as you would have liked, let me know. I mean, it would definitely help me to have a direction to go in for this channel. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and go make me another cup of coffee and go glare at the dishes in the sink for a few minutes. And then I'll probably go watch some more TV. Until next time, though, I've been your host, Deborah Navion, saying stay safe, have fun. I'm out.